Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic agrees to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly, it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about. My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what I consider, what most consider, to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank and a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse, this is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
That's what it's all about, folks. The world.
For CM Punk, this is a must-win match, not just to retain his title, but to prove himself to all the naysayers out there.
There are those, including JBL, who just don't believe Punk is cut out to be a champion. JBL thinks this match is his chance to end Punk's Cinderella story and grab some gold for himself in the process.
Certainly no love lost between these two, and with the title on the line, we can expect one heck of a fight. And JBL has gone so far as to call Punk a transitional champion, a fluke even. Bradshaw called this championship won by Punk pathetic. That is a direct quote, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, say what you want about Punk's run. He's knocked off some of the best, including Bradshaw once and Batista on a couple occasions. And Punk there utilizing his quickness.
Taking things to the top rope.
I guess we have a pretty good idea of what the champ thinks of the challenger.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive. He's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways. From above!
From the top!
Wow! Cross body!
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
That gets reversed on CM Punk. Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music, Cole. But just because Punk prefers soda over beer or video games over boardrooms doesn't make him any less deserving of the World Championship.
Strong counter from Punk.
But out of the way of that one.
Bullseye!
Each shot landing with a little bit more venom. Boom! Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
No end in sight to this exchange. Barely anything left, but still slugging away. Fatigue to put Punk in his place tonight. Wants to snap Punk out of this Cinderella fairy tale he's living. Wants the world title to be represented by a real man once again.
Well, Punk's claiming he's earned this dream to be it for the title. New champ. Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
Cracks in the armor are appearing now. The match taking some toll.
Counter. Saw it coming. Time to go for counter. He knew just what to do. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh no. Into a chop block. And for JBL, he likes to talk about fighting for the old school guys. Likes to look down on the new school superstars like CM Punk. JBL says he won't be pushed out by these twerps.
I would tally that sentiment to self-preservation. JBL isn't going to allow a guy like Punk to take a spot he's worked an entire career for. You don't achieve longevity in...
Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off. And JBL doing what he does best, manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down, Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time. All the stops on JBL. And Punk now lifted. That dodge could buy JBL time.
Thunderous powerbomb. Punk experiencing just how devastating JBL can be in the ring. He turns it around on JBL.
CM Punk just keeps coming. His tenacity is too much for JBL.
But Punk also can't seem to overcome JBL's raw power. This is incredible.
Look at this! Crashing to the floor.
Played with fire there and got burned for it.
Such a questionable decision to take that risk at this point in the match. Fires back with a crucial elbow. Oh, kick connects. And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here. Russian leg sweep.
And the core taking on some damage.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. In danger of being counted out. Now's the time to get back to the ring. Beats the...
Opponent lifted up. Getting out of harm's way. Up and around. Oh, the tilt-the-world backbreaker.
We knew there'd be fireworks tonight with two hard-headed competitors in the ring, but Punk and JBL have not slowed down since the bell rang.
Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
He knew what was coming there.
And we're seeing more offense directed toward the head.
A smart strategy in any situation.
Time for a glass of night-night juice. Go to sleep.
That's it. The title's going nowhere.
2.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the world.
There aren't many people in this industry that I respect more than Rey Mysterio. And while I think the world of Rey Mysterio, it doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. And yes, we've often gotten into fights over our disagreements, but every single encounter with Rey is special. We've had so many great moments, but when it came to this showcase, I went with one that may surprise you. A match where we were on good terms with each other, where we just went out there with the simplest of goals. Win the match, earn a title shot, Armageddon 2008. The finals of the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title tournament. Having a chance at WWE gold dangling in front of you is always one hell of a carrot, and we went out there and had a blast trying to outdo the other.
Look at this.
Rey and I have done things to each other over the years that don't exactly scream respect, but at the end of the day, I love Rey. I love our history, and I love this encounter. So let's jump back to that special night in December of 2008 at Armageddon.
Well, current Intercontinental Champion William Regal asked Stephanie McMahon to establish this tournament to ensure that his next challenger is deserving.
Well, I don't think William Regal is going to be disappointed with his pick of the litter tonight. As a matter of fact, every contender in this tournament was deserving.
Rey Mysterio defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz to get here.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, a former world champion, looking forward to this match because it takes him one step closer to perhaps battling for one championship he's never held.
That, of course, being the Intercontinental title.
Well, CM Punk is no longer one half of the World Tag Team Champions. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston losing the gold last night at a WWE live event in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, as devastating as that loss was, Punk has to quickly recalibrate to get the job done tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
I remember in Manchester, William Regal standing victorious in front of all of his countrymen, telling them that he was proudly going to go all over the world defending that Intercontinental Championship.
Vowing to bring prestige and honor, in his words, back to the Intercontinental title.
Two former world champions meeting for the first time ever. CM Punk and Rey Mysterio.
You ask me, either of these men could bring a lot of prestige and honor to the title.
CM Punk and Rey Mysterio, two former world champions, battling for the chance at the Intercontinental Championship.
It's hard to believe it's the first time they're facing each other, too. Everyone in WWE is on the edge of their seats here at Armageddon.
Yeah, and you better believe that William Regal is keeping a close eye on these two. Depending on how this goes, he'll either be facing CM Punk or Rey Mysterio. Both men with a tremendous amount of talent.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Oh, just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. He counters with a great reversal.
And averting damage there.
I'm not sure how much of CM Punk's head could be in this match after losing the World Tag Team titles last night.
Well, he's facing Rey Mysterio, so he better get his head in the game fast. Just from looking at Punk tonight, I'd say he's pretty focused right now. I think he realizes the bigger picture is getting a shot at the Intercontinental title.
Looks like he's coming back in. Northern Lights. Flying armbar. Gets to the ropes, and the hold is released.
Oh my gosh! Oh! Able to parry that one.
And into the corner he goes.
Connects. Saw it coming. Drop kick to the knee.
Unleashed on the knee, and that might drastically slow things down. Oh, launching himself in the ropes.
Now shoulders down.
Here we go.
Not even a 2 count. He's still holding strong here. Punk dodges out in time.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic. Showing off the quickness. That'll turn things around in a hurry. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Mysterio showing that athletic, technical style that is winning championships. Float over Russian leg sweep.
Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna re-strategize now.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. Turns that back on CM Punk.
Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here.
Spinning kick to the gut.
And maybe Punk has targeted something. Maybe an ailing injury could be affecting Rey.
Float over Russian leg sweep. And Rey had it scouted. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Using the arm like a billy club.
Guys, we might be part of the action here.
Let's hope they don't get that close. Impressive awareness from him. Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Why the heck would you go for a pin here?
Just clubbing down.
Oh, no! Someone call the orthodontist. Oh!
Well-placed elbow fights that off.
Back into the ring here. Misses the target.
Hooked up, and boom!
Leg being manipulated with that maneuver.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he locks in one last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Ooh, he fends that off.
A lot of mutual respect between these two superstars. The first time these two former world champions...
Shoulders down, this could be it. And he powers out.
He's able to fight off the pin attempts, but it's clearly getting more difficult to do so.
A slingshot Arabian press.
Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio.
Here we go. Oh, my God, what a move. Effective counter.
Up and around. Down with a tilt. It looks like he could get it done here.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
I'm impressed by this level of resilience deep into a match. What stamina.
Again, the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal, will face the winner, earning a chance to hold the same.
From the top.
Knees up, had that telegraph, but can it be capitalized on?
Sent right into the corner.
Legs tied in the ropes, upside down. This could be bad. Swift kick finds its mark.
Get in there, ref.
And stomping away in the corner. Then a knee right to the throat.
CM Punk with the knee lift in the corner.
Into a bulldog. Well, there's
Attack to the head has to be pretty dazed now.
well, this #1 contender match full of drama here.
You have to think Intercontinental Champ William Regal is looking on as the 619 setup, but denied by CM Punk.
Ray had it dialed up. Punk has other plans.
And what a move by Mysterio with a Hurricane Rana into the 619 position.
And now with the second bite of the cherry connects. CM Punk down. And now perhaps in the drop zone for Rey Mysterio to finish this.
Punk out of the way just in the nick of time.
And Mysterio rolling up Punk for the victory. And a kick out by Punk.
Who wants it more?
Punk and Ray have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game.
An arm breaker. That gets reversed on CM Punk. Physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Boom! Mysterio showing the wear and tear this match has taken on him.
CM Punk with the elbow drop.
It's CM Punk's time to try and capitalize on Mysterio.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee.
Boom! GTS. Mysterio couldn't avoid the big shot.
What in the world?
Every single person in this arena thought this was over, except Rey Mysterio.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Monkey flip.
Kick.
Uh-oh. There it is. Reversal. Rey's veteran instincts on display.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Whip back down to the mat. CM Punk.
Uh-oh. Shifts the attack into an inverted DDT. And he's going to the top.
From the top.
Splash!
Mysterio can seal it here.
2. He manages to kick out. What strength!
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And Mysterio clearly frustrated over that kick out, asking himself, what do I have to do next?
I was expecting a great match from both of these men.
Punk and Mysterio are not disappointing tonight.
Hammerlock coming up.
A DDT drives that head into the ground.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Body slam.
Punk the technician applying the Anaconda vice grip. No way out from here.
Rey Mysterio.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
And now some effortless power with the power, but no, reverse into a Hurricane Rana, legs hooked.
Counters. Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that.
Signature CM Punk. Go to sleep. Nothing Mysterio can do now.
2. CM Punk is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner,
Battered and bruised. What a gutsy match out of Mysterio and Punk.
The bottom line is, CM Punk has a date with the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal.
Okay, so far, so good, right? 2 matches, 2 big wins. But let's use this slingshot technology to get another chance at a win that slipped right through my fingers. WrestleMania 27, facing Randy Orton. I'd done what few people dare to do and provoked the Viper myself. This was revenge, of course, for Randy Orton attacking me at Unforgiven, punctuating the whole thing with his trademark Punk kick, which caused an injury, which forced me to vacate the World Heavyweight Championship.
Now, that right there was impressive.
Credit to Randy. He showed exactly why he is one of WWE's most dangerous competitors, as I made one single mistake, resulting in him getting the RKO and getting the victory. This time, with your help, we're gonna get that win. Let's rewrite history together.
Gentlemen, I believe this man, CM Punk, is the upper hand, both physically and mentally.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
The assault on Orton's leg 2 weeks ago. The mental anguish that Punk has put Orton through. I believe Punk will be in control in this match.
And I would argue that there's just no way on earth that CM Punk, after everything he's done, is going to have an advantage over the Viper. Randy Orton is irate. There will be no stopping this man.
CM Punk, a charismatic figure. The people follow him. It is one thing to get him through time, and that thing is faith.
And I believe that Randy Orton has just taken the psychological advantage back from CM Punk.
Sorry, Wade. I don't agree with you at all.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Look at the right leg of Randy Orton. That leg is heavily taped. The question is the leg ready? After the assault with a monkey wrench by CM Punk. Remember, it was just this past Monday where Orton could not even follow through with a patented punch to CM Punk because his leg gave out. As cold and calculated and evil as Randy Orton is, you can bet that CM Punk is even more so. Punk mocking Orton and his bad leg outside the ring. And that heavily taped leg will be a bullseye for Punk tonight. As personal a battle as you'll see at WrestleMania this year, CM Punk has promised to hurt Randy Orton, to turn him upside down. I'd say he's done as good a job as any making good on that promise.
Look, love him or hate him, CM Punk lives by the strength of his convictions. That's what's driving him to come at Orton the way he has been. And in Punk's mind, that's what will drive him to defeat the Viper here on the biggest stage imaginable.
Faith. That has been the buzzword for Punk. That faith is what Punk considers his guiding light as he continues down this path of darkness and self-proclaimed vengeance against Orton. CM Punk very confident coming into this matchup. He says he has followers and faith in his corner.
I don't know how much faith he can have when those turncoats in the new Nexus have been neutralized. At this point, Punk has as many followers as you have coal miners.
Oh, bite your tongue, Wade. I'm a proud card-carrying coal miner.
Okay, so it's coal miners 1, Punk followers 0.
Andy counters. Look, Randy Orton needs to end this matchup quickly. He's got to go on the offensive and put Punk away as quickly as he can.
Easier said than done. Punk has targeted Orton both physically and mentally in the weeks leading up to this match. The assault on Orton's leg with the monkey wrench, the mental anguish Punk has put Randy's family through, what Randy Orton should do, and what Randy Orton can do in this match are two entirely different things. Wants to finish this!
Look out!
Crossbody from the top. Put into the corner. What could be next?
Now opponent drop with a clothesline.
Conspicuous by their absence tonight are the other members of the new Nexus. Each of Punk's followers have been barred from ringside after suffering losses to Randy Orton.
And the Vipers made double sure that they won't be in the building as he gave each member of the group a punt after defeating them.
Well, if you ask me, they weren't going to be a factor anyway. Those guys were always the B team of the Nexus. The real ones are now part of the core with 2 R's.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Right across the larynx.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. And Punk gets countered there. Closed fist connects. These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. Boom!
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
This is a war of attrition with neither superhero fighting back. Going fast now.
And that'll end this exchange right there.
Oh, Randy Orton looking for Old Faithful. Spike DDT. Pure venom coursing through the Viper's veins now, and CM Punk just got a gnarly taste. Things are getting risky. This will not end well. Nasty. The hardest
in-ring IQ on display there.
Returning to the ring now. Got him in the corner now. Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
So much tension applied to the leg. You've got to wonder where CM Punk's head is at tonight. There has been a lot of instability in his mindset over the past year.
Oh, you're right, Wade. At this time last year, Punk was joined at WrestleMania with the Straight Edge Society. Then he got injured, joined the commentary team for a bit, and now he's leading the new Nexus. You have to wonder if Punk has found his place or if he's still searching for that focus that'll bring him back to the top of WWE.
We are seeing Punk at his best right now, but something tells me we haven't quite seen this man's final form. There's a rage bubbling inside of Punk that hasn't come out yet. Once it does, he will be unstoppable.
Leg being manipulated with that maneuver.
The story of this match is that knee injury of Randy Orton's. We don't know if we'll see Orton's patented Punk tonight. He attempted it on Raw this past Monday, but could not execute the maneuver.
We shall see, Corey. Randy has had a week to recover, but any focused attacks on that region are going to highly lessen the chances that the Viper can unleash his most devastating attack.
Orton's starting to get the crowd involved.
The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring. Whipped clear out of the ring, has to be all out of sorts right now. Orton fending that off. He saw that one coming.
And look, now Orton is busted open.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Reversals, reversals, and more reversals.
These two have learned each other so well.
And Punk and Orton going at it here. Man, and both of these guys physically exhausted.
Well, what a knockdown, drag-out affair it has been from the opening bell. Now CM Punk looking to concoct something particularly nasty here.
Randy Orton sensed something bad was coming, fighting his way out. And Punk sent into the steel.
And Orton now has Punk where he wants him. Vintage Randy Orton.
And it rarely works out well for Orton's opponents from this point.
The Viper now coiled, ready to strike.
Staring in the eyes of Punk, who's down and out, but I think Orton, guys, may have other ideas.
Yeah, this may well be the knockout blow. Randy Orton got that look in his eye, got venom flowing through his veins, bad intentions in mind.
Knockout blow. This may end CM Punk once and for all, Wade.
Orton gonna try to end Punk's career with that patented punt, and Orton's knee gives out.
Oh, just collapsing at a critical moment, and CM Punk surviving there by the skin of his teeth.
Randy Orton's hurt. Punk now trying to figure out if he can drag himself up and somehow take advantage here.
CM Punk with a golden opportunity to capitalize here at WrestleMania with a wounded Viper. Orton wanted the RKO and Punk out of the way just in time.
Punk slithering out of there. How smart of that was CM Punk. And now perhaps gets a chance to finish off the Viper.
Punk launching himself off the top. RKO by Orton out of nowhere to Punk. Can he capitalize? Hit on CM Punk. Breaks the count.
What a match.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Driven into the barricade. Gets the reversal. What a counter. He gets back into the ring.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi commits. And now,
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. He connects with a counter.
out of nowhere, Orton with the submission attempt.
And he very quickly counters. Randy can't mount any offense.
Yes, Punk's just toying with Randy like a cat with a mouse.
This could be it. A great counter that comes.
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. Randy is on Dream Street. CM Punk now powers up his opponent and connects with a go-to-sleep. Is it enough for Punk for the win?
2 count, and he's still in the game.
The Viper clearly still has plenty of venom left inside it. Instead of putting Orton down, that may have just set Orton off.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Some professed faith driving Punk, pure malice fueling Orton. These men's hatred for one another, whipping the WWE Universe into an absolute frenzy.
Yeah, neither one of these men plans to acquiesce. Not now, and apparently not ever.
Randy isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Randy weathered the storm and wants to create a flurry of his own.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
And CM Punk is in control.
Randy needs to decipher a solution to this situation fast. Punk now with a quick double under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Mike.
And somehow able to make it to the ropes before he might say this. For the win! My goodness, Punk did it. CM Punk just put down the Viper.
The winner of this match, CM Punk.
And this man, CM Punk, was stalwart the whole time. Stalwart in his belief that his fate would triumph over Randy Orton's venom. Stalwart in his drive to seek what he considered righteous vengeance against Orton.
Punk did everything he promised and more. This may not be the ending the WWE Universe had hoped for, but this is pro wrestling, not a fairy tale. The good guys don't always win here. Not that Orton would call himself a good guy.
Punk definitely wouldn't call Orton that. Instead, he's calling him